people of the Drama House partners. So welcome. Yes, we are live. Welcome to the Drama House. Today we talk. And happy Pride Month. We continue. We continue the celebration, baby. Yes, it's our episode 19 over here. Let's go, Drama House partner. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see you. I see you in the live chat. Oh my God, you guys. Happy Pride to all of you celebrating. Yes, and thank you so much for being here. Today we've got so much to talk about, you guys. You don't even know. I got a messy poll for you. If you are on our Discord server, you already know because I give you the preview on the tea, okay? So let me just do a little roll of shout outs to all of these wonderful Drama House partners. You guys are the best. Nico Torres here. Hi, it's drama time, honey. Yes. Vlada is in the house. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Greg, how's it going? Thank you, Drama House partners. Elvis is here. Hi. Hi. Happy you're here. Matt, buonasera. Buonasera. A tutti gli italiani. Posso dirlo, lo dico. Buonasera a tutti gli italiani. E a tutta l'Italia, e a tutto il mondo. We are worldwide, baby. Lady Calamity. Drama House attendance check. I love that. You're all here, and you're wonderful. Starseed of the Galaxy. Hello. How's it going? And I see more friends joining. Thank you. You're taking my breath away, honey. Thank you so much for being here. Veronica, hi. Welcome to the chat. The Olivia Jane, hi. How's it going? Karin, buonasera. Eats Beats, hello. Ooh, Cherry Bonbon. Good day, honey. Welcome. Thank you for joining. And are you guys ready? I'm seeing some hearts and I'm loving it. But can you help me give the biggest shout out to the best mod? It's her birthday month. Our queen, Miss Veronica, is here in the chat. Please give her hearts, unicorns, sparkles, everything magic. Everything. And True Falco, it's your birthday month too. Your birthday being tomorrow. OMG. I am wishing it to you, but I don't want to say it out loud because, you know, you can't wish happy birthday in advance, so I'm not gonna do it. But I love it. Wait, the 12. Hi, Gemini. And to all the other birthday partners, yes. Nicole Elise, hi, I see you joining. Thank you so much for being here. Ooh, more June babies. I love it. June babies chat. Rise up. We love your birthdays. We do. Also, honey, please join us on Twitch if you have Twitch. I see Greg is already there in the chat. Thank you so much. Because we are live everywhere. No, you're not getting rid of us. We're absolutely everywhere, worldwide, broadcasting to the entire planet because we're spilling some good tea. Some good tea, okay?
Jesus.
Barbie, please align with the moment. Okay, let me show you guys today's agenda. We got so much to cover. I hope you have everything you need, snacks, drinks. Keep yourself hydrated. So the agenda, messy poll, who's ready for it? We're gonna start with a messy poll. I'm excited to see that and how that goes because it's related to our headline, okay? Sims players just can't get along. What's going on, honey? I mean, we gotta talk. We gotta talk about it. And then finally we'll dish. I don't want to say too much, but we gotta talk a little bit more about this upcoming EA's funeral. Oh, I'm seeing more friends on Twitch. Hello, friends. I'm loving it. I'm loving the emojis, you know it. Oh my god, Vladdy Daddy. That's a handle. Calamity Genova, yes, Drama House partners are here to stay, like an incurable disease. Lady Calamity check-in. Please do your check-ins. Thank you. So I'll tell you more about this EA funeral, you guys. You just need to stay until the end. Deal? You gotta cancel all of your plans. This is not a stream where you just get like bam, 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 the tea, and then you go on with your life. We like to spend hours together. Like, hello? You're fully booked. So I would say let's start with the messy poll so we can also start talking a bit about the headline. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. So hit that like button already because the vibes are immaculate. They are. And these are the live talks. Are you ready to vote, you guys? Let's poll. Messy poll. Messy, messy, messy. I love it. Hi, messy queens and kings and everybody in between. Welcome to today's messy poll. Why not? Why can't everybody be messy but me and but us and our poll? So get ready to vote. And I'm gonna see, I think I can also make you guys vote on Twitch. I love. I think, I mean. So the question is, girl, what's your team? Because it's such an easy question to answer, and in all honesty, the reason why we just have three options, sorry, is YouTube limitations. So you'll have to vote the way it goes. Paralives, Inzoi, or The Sims 4. This is clearly a messy poll. So you don't need to tell me, oh, but I only play The Sims 2. No, you gotta pick from here. Okay, let me start it because I'm excited. Messy, messy poll. What's your team? I don't even know what I mean with that. What's your team? Are you team Paralives? Are you team Inzoi? I don't think you... Where is the capital on the Z? Let's just do classic. Inzoi or The Sims 4. Sim it and see, you guys. No, wait. Oh, hold on. What am I doing? Okay, Paralives, Inzoi, The Sims 4. Messy. So the poll, I think it's going to stay up. Let me see if I can do it for the Twitchers. Maybe I can, and I don't know how. No. Also, Twitch is saying I'm unstable. So the question is game related only, you guys. It's game related only. This is a messy poll. You know that we respect the nuance of the conversation. I just want to kick it in by being messy because our headline is going to have a lot of talking. So I want to be part of the problem. I want to be part of the conversation by being part of the problem. So maybe rather than messy, this is a tricky. This might be a tricky poll. I don't know. Ooh, Cherry Bonbon on Twitch. We love to see it. Hello, honey. I was really thinking that I could make a poll, but on Twitch too, but I don't see this option. You guys are like, okay, boomer, move on. You're like,
Jesus.
Where is the Sims Medieval option? Honey. Oh, the Sims Medieval. I cannot put those options because then, you know, they would win. Oh my god, the Sims Medieval, the good vibes and the good times we've had. Okay, so the root of this poll. There's a way to do it through Streamlabs. Maybe no. I was like, maybe from here, and there was like a button in front of my face, gigantic, that said read only. No, I don't think I can do it from there. When I stream on Twitch, when I use the Streamlab to do everything, I have Stream Elements, but I bet that there's a way. I need to kind of find out because I wasn't even thinking to poll on both places. You know what I mean? But we're gonna see the results of it at the end of it. So let's brace ourselves. I see 17 votes already in. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep them coming. Barbie Detective for the win. Now that's the true tea. That is the true tea. That's where my money would go. Actually, we gotta talk about that, about Barbie, about Jesucita.
Jesus.
When we dish. So the reason why I decided to make a poll that is like, what's your team? It's because we are going to take a little deep dive into the reasons why, as a community of players, we cannot have nice things, honey. Like, seriously, we cannot have nice things as a community because this, as a community, the Sims community, we are so just unexperienced. It hurts. And I think that what is happening right now in the community, which, girl, I was completely unaware because I was not even thinking that there was so much conversation. Like, I understand that Paralyzed, like, the early access started, so people are talking about her, yes, but what happens? You know, the drama house is on Facebook, honey. Go and follow immediately. Let me tell your algorithm. If you have Facebook installed, I'm gonna be like, drama house, Sims drama house. This person wants to watch all of the content of the Sims drama house. Now, don't worry, Facebook will serve it to you eventually. So the drama house is on Facebook. I was on Facebook, and I come across a post from a creator, from a Sims creator, and they're going all about, like, not all of it, they're just being so mean about like they call Paralives the Temu, the Sims, this kind of stuff, and basically they have a full-blown breakdown in this long ass Facebook post because people apparently are asking the creator, why aren't you playing Paralives, or are you gonna be playing Paralives? And the creator is like, you need to leave me alone with this Paralives crap. I am first and foremost a Sims player, and I am respectful because I know that the Sims paved the way, but this is like humongous. And so I read this and I was like, what? And I went on a little bit of a deep dive to find out what's going on, because it's just, I don't know. As a community, there has to be some tension, disruption. I don't know how to call it, but we're gonna talk about it. I have an introduction to the topic that is not gonna be done by me. And then we'll see some opinions online. You guys will need to tell me your opinion. We're not, this was also kind of crazy to me because we are not, sorry, there was like a fly. We've been talking plenty about Paralives before it came out. We were there for it when Inzoi came out. And even on our Discord server, honey, we are talking about these titles all the time, and like all the conversations are pretty, even if somebody is expressing their take, there's no sense that you necessarily need to wear one t-shirt or another, like play for one team or another. I really don't see it this way, but you know how the internet is a little bit, and also I think the Sims community is a little bit, because there hasn't been much to the caliber of The Sims as a franchise in time. So I guess that people need to grow into this idea that there can be different ways to do the same genre of video games without taking or like without really requiring for the fan base to do, to take a stand, like just being happy with whatever they enjoy playing. So we're gonna go dive a little bit into that. Don't worry, because the news about the EA funeral, I know some of you are very curious. It's coming after that. You gotta stay until we dish, until we untuck, until we spill all the extra tea. Right? Ooh, the Bella Goth effect coming with some helpful tea. Hello. Thank you. Oh, well, if you guys are telling me that it's that easy, who am I to not try it? I mean, I don't have the poll option, you guys. Okay, maybe I'm not finding it, but thank you for helping me. You are amazing. I think behind the excessive Paralives hate, there's hidden conservatism. Oh, yes. Yes, I gotta say, this is a very good point, because when I was looking for stuff that we could go through together today, I was finding like here and there a lot of these posts that were like very much of some sort of like signaling to things that would make me, just assume, oh, okay, this is why we're criticizing everything about the game. We just hate, like I found people talking and complaining about how it is too fluid in the sense of like the Paris sexuality, just and it was pretty much just that, you know, it wasn't just a point in the criticism of why I didn't like the game, which I have nothing against. I think that if people are not enjoying the game, that's fine. And I think and I hope that, for example, we started playing it when the early access released, and I hope that if you were watching my stream and thinking, probably this is not for me, you did not go ahead and buy it because I was playing it. Like, I decided to buy it because of my reasons, but I think that if people are not into it, they should simply, you know, not interact with it. That's absolutely fine. That poll was a trick question. Okay, so I think we have a good slide and to dive into it. So let's go. Our main topic. Let's talk about the division, the Paralives effect. Sims players just can't get along. Smash that like button, Diva. How about that? Yellow, I'm back. Don't we love the talks titles? Don't say it too quickly or it's going to sound like the toxic titles, which they're not. The toxic talks, maybe sometimes, but hey, that's the beauty of it. Gazer, Homo Globo Utopia, yes, let's go. I'm ready.
The girl them skill arty. Thunderball.
Let's go, Homo Globo Utopia. Okay, so you guys, I did a little bit of an introduction because the conversation between you and I is just so easy, and so it just came out and we started talking about it. But I actually found another introduction for the headline topic that explains a little bit more about this deal. I'm also seeing I'm still unstable. I'm still unstable on Twitch. So best of luck to us for that. You guys, please let me know if I am unstable to the level that you cannot see me anymore. Just asking. Okay. So this is the whole thing explained. Okay. Hold on. Let me move you guys over here. Okay, are you ready? I actually casually, like, this short just popped up for me. And I thought this would be a great introduction to the topic. Let's hear it.
The Inzoi community and the Paralives community are beefing, and I can't say I'm not entertained. So we know Paralives has come out and everybody is loving Paralives, while the Inzoi community are pissed that people are loving Paralives more than Inzoi. So this is my favourite bit. The diehard Inzoi fans are calling the Paralives fans paraglazers, accusing them of glazing this game, making it sound better than what it is. This has actually happened to me. The Inzoi community are trying to cancel cancel me because I've made some videos in the past where I've criticized inZOI, and they're comparing those to the videos where I've praised Paralives, even though I've actually made videos where I've praised inZOI and also videos where I've criticized Paralives. They're just like, you know, like selectively mad. I kind of feel like the inZOI community have started this for sure. I don't know why we can't all be friends. I want inZOI to do well. I want Paralives to do well. I even want The Sims 5 to do well, would you believe? The inZOI...
Okay. Okay, honey, sure. At the end of the day, we just want everything to succeed. But okay, in this short, maybe he puts it a little bit too on the inZOI side of the fence, you know. In what I am going to show you, we're gonna be seeing different takes, not necessarily like inZOI fans coming for Paralives. Why should Sim 5 do well? I don't know. Also, yeah, exactly, same, same. Is The Sims 5 still a thing? I don't know why we're spreading this information. Let's hope that everybody does well, even Project Renee. Even Project Renee, can't wait. This is my thing when some Sims influencers are talking about The Sims 5. Do you see the air quotes? The Sims 5, I'm always like, honey, but what is? I'm like playing Jeopardy. What is The Sims 5? Are they talking about Le René? Are they talking about The Sims 4X? No, how is it? Project X? The Sims 4 2.0? What is The Sims 5? Maybe he knows more than we do. Look, maybe. On the next bingo cards for the next of for the remaining part of the year, should we have Sachan Sims becomes a EA partner? No, I know that he actually, I remember he had a video where he was saying that he applied as joke to the program, so I don't think so. Sims 5 is Project X leaks. Oh, okay. So basically The Sims 4 2.0. Because is Renee still a thing? You guys, I really lost track of whatever is going on over there. I wouldn't touch Sims 5 with gloves on. The only reason I'm still pushing through on The Sims is for my content, and I have spent so much money on it. Right. Yes. No, but me neither. I would just watch it from far away. I just, even when they just say The Sims 5, like, nah. I've said this multiple times on this channel during these talks, honey. If they ever come out with The Sims 5, like they actually market a game as The Sims 5 and they are Electronic Arts, don't believe that is The Sims 5 because in my opinion they're going to do what they did between Project Olympus and The Sims 4. So they're gonna go for something, then like kind of change route because question mark, and then they're going to make it something that they can sell to us by calling it The Sims 5, when the reality is that that project was never meant to be The Sims 5. That's exactly what they did with The Sims 4. So if they ever come up with any Sims 5 BS, sorry, I have the arm of my microphone that I'm not using right now, and it just did a little vibration, so I'm sorry if you heard that. But if they ever call it The Sims 5, honey, she is not real. Don't fall for it. 100% don't fall for it. But but the deal is, with the arrival of Paralives, there seems to be this division that, once upon a time, the problem of the Sims community was that the division was between people who liked The Sims 4 and people who didn't like The Sims 4. And then the division became the people who were, done with The Sims 4 and the people that still continue to get The Sims 4 stuff. And then the division became the people who were against the buyout versus the people that were like, who cares? And then the division became the people who were against the buyout but still bought the content and the people who were boycotting. But now the division became between people who are enjoying Paralives, people who are enjoying Paralives but they feel sorry as Sims players and so they don't know what to do, which to me is like, what? What do you mean? And then the other variants, right? So people who enjoy Inzoi and are not happy that other people are enjoying Paralives. So we're gonna get some like tad bits from different camps, and you guys, let's keep our conversation going. Obviously, these are all opinions, just like mine are opinions, yours are opinions, unless we look at facts, of course. So I don't want this to look like, oh, look what the wrong people are saying. They're saying wrong things. Like, absolutely not. I just find it curious. The phenomenon that is the most interesting to me is this internal dilemma of certain like Sims players between wanting like between enjoying Paralives but also feeling, or actually between not enjoying Paralives, which is also which is what makes me think this makes no sense, because they're not enjoying Paralives and then they're like, but anyway, I am a Sims players first, and so The Sims is the one that paved the way, and so everybody should kind of be respectful of that. And I'm like, you don't even like Paralives, like who cares? It's fine that people are not liking Paralives. Like, it's always the same thing, don't like it, don't buy it, right? Okay, so let's go in our little deep dive on Reddit. Are you ready? Are you ready? Can we go? I don't know if we are going to be reading like everything in all the posts, but we'll just have a little fun with it. Okay, so this post says, hold on, I'm moving all my tabs. This is not The Sims excuse, doesn't really fly. I see a lot of comments in this sub and elsewhere, this is the Paralives subreddit, where people hold on to the idea that Paralives isn't The Sims and shouldn't be compared to it. And I agree to it to an extent. Good. However,
Jesus.
we have to acknowledge that Paralives only exists today because The Sims paved the way. Hold on, because I have the perfect soundbite for this. You know I do. You know I do.
Okay. Okay.
You know, like I can't really
Sims
think
is
of
fun
anything.
though, man. When you fall on that rabbit hole, it's a whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
You know what's my favorite part of this soundbite? The final part where Kylie goes. Yeah. That is one of my favorite memories from this year, you guys, when we saw that video. It doesn't matter if you don't like Paralives as long as you have a collective rage against Roberto Robert. It's all good. Roberto Robert's aunties We need, please send them to us, pair lives. We don't want the game. Just send us the underwear. Um, you guys, like going through these things together is so much different than, you know, scrolling through stuff by myself. Like, you guys just put me in a good mood. You're the best partners. Yeah, we were at the however. The Sims paved the way. This project comes directly from the frustration of a simmer who got tired. What project? Who got tired of the direction EA took the franchise? Oh, Pair Lives as a project. Okay. So Alex decided to create his own game based on what a life sim should be rather than what it turned into for the sake of profit. I bring this up because comparisons are inevitable whether we like it or not. We can appreciate Pair Lives for what it is and what it will surely become in the future, while still admitting that it was born as a direct response to what The Sims had sadly become. Like, you see what I mean? This is very like I don't even know. This to me is giving The Sims apologist. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that the project is born out of like liking a game like The Sims and enjoying the genre doesn't necessarily mean that the expectations and standards have to be the same just because there is like some inspiration and homage being taken and paid to that specific title. Besides, anything that is live sim is going to go through this process of like, The Sims exist. Like, of course they know The Sims exist, of course they're fans. It's been like over 20 years since The Sims came out, so it's like, of course these projects are derivative, but why should we hold them on the same standard as The Sims? Right? And again, this was in the Pair Lives subreddit. I love this. Honestly, a lot more people should just stick to The Sims 3 at this point. I mean, if you want, I mean, wait, I don't know if this comment is like a read to my girl, The Sims 3. Hold on. If it's such a godly game, or continuing paying for overpriced DLCs, expansion pack kits on The Sims 4, if they really enjoy multitasking or whatever other BS. I think that if you want like The Sims experience and all of that and the open world map, I mean, you have a game that does that, even if EA continues ignoring her, not celebrating her, yet profiting off of her. You guys, if you're into this, I really want to make a video about like the denial that The Sims franchise has for The Sims 3. And in my opinion, it's because it is a good game, and so they just don't want anybody to reconnect to The Sims 3 anymore. But they obviously still have it for audacious pricing, in my opinion. But here's what I wanted to say. Playing Pair Lives expecting it to be The Sims 3 is it's setting yourself up for failure, in my opinion, for several reasons. The first one being, the game is not The Sims 3, honey. So it just can't be her. Just because The Sims paved the way doesn't really mean we should treat Pair Lives like it's the newest edition of The Sims. It isn't, and never will be, nor is it meant to be. Like you said, comparisons are inevitable, but it gets to a point. This is an early access indie game. Compare it to base games, but anything beyond that is just, I feel like a lot of people set themselves up for disappointment when they treat a non-Sims live sim as something that's supposed to replace The Sims 4, especially when they compare it to The Sims including packs. Paralives has a lot of time to grow and build the foundation. Let's not forget what The Sims 4 looked like when it released as a fully complete base game. Insane. At least Paralives isn't passing itself off as something that's finished when it is not. I kind of get this reply. I feel it. I understand it, honestly. Because, yes, and I mean, wanting to compare them just to say that ultimately, and this is kind of the pattern, okay? I found like several comments where we want to compare them just to say that Paralives is comparatively bad and that people gave too much of a harsh time to other titles, like The Sims 4, for example, and they are excusing a lot off of Paralives. I've seen like this general sentiment a lot, honestly. Oh my God, you're talking ice cream, you guys? I've been thinking about ice cream all day. I would love some. I would love to share some ice cream, and I know you guys go for nice flavors. Strawberry ice cream with real strawberries in it? Yes, please. Adore. Obsessed. I just wonder what is the point of this post at all? It's a Sims apologist post, in my opinion. And also kind of saying that Paralives was born as like a lot of Sims players are getting in this attitude of like, you know, toxic parents when they're like, if it wasn't for me, I mean, not necessarily toxic, like parents, okay? I don't want to get into the parenting of it all. But when parents are like, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even be here. They're kind of wanting to have that patriarch position of like, oh, we are the ones who were here first. So I really don't get if it is because they're not okay with the fact that people are liking Paralives, or if they don't like Paralives, they are disappointed at Paralives, and so then they kind of like I don't know if this comes from a frustration of, are you kidding me? Now I have to go back and play Sims 4 because this did not meet my expectation of like being a player that is coming from 1,000 hours of gameplay in The Sims 4, and then I launch this brand new early fucking access game, and it's not giving me the possibility to like watch my Sims cook for 5 hours because they're talking to somebody while they're doing that. I know I see a lot of comments about the lack of multitasking in Paralives and all of that, but yes, and also, if you need to compare it to The Sims 4, I don't think it's a good comparison at all. Because these Sims take forever to do anything. And maybe Parafolks don't multitask, that's true, but they're quick in their tasks, and I do appreciate that. It takes us like, I don't know, 10 seconds, and they're done with that sandwich in my game. I see 30 votes in our poll here on YouTube. Thank you. And dear Twitch, I promise you'll have the polls too. Mama's gonna bring you the polls. I'm sorry. Okay, next. Exploring this post is more like along these lines of, maybe you didn't like it and that's why you want to like really bash it. Let's see. I'm sorry, but I have to say next. Do you guys remember that show? Next. On the bus. Let me know so we can all assume your age. And mine too. Let's go. Okay, I think this one is like the long. We're not gonna go, we're gonna skim through it, okay? This is from Life Simulators subreddit. But it's what I was telling you before. This one looks to me more like oh, I did not enjoy it, hence comparisons with The Sims bad. But let me reread it because I have several for us to go through. So if you have that ice cream, get it out. If you have some gummies, get them out. If you have, well, you tell me what you have. Yet another post showing disappointment towards Paralives and the toxic positivity surrounding it. I was disappointed the second I saw actual gameplay from people who got early access. James Tenta, in this case. The game immediately wasn't what I was hoping for. From watching somebody else playing, by the way. So already to this person, my advice would be, you know what? Wait a little longer. It wasn't a live sim in the sense of what The Sims is or even Inzoi is. I thought perhaps I needed to try it for myself. This is the part where I'm like, but why? You said that you didn't like it. You said that you didn't like it. So I waited for it to release, and it's 60 Australian dollars. Now I understand that once upon a time The Sims 4 was also 50 Australian dollars, but I still feel like we got more than what Paralives has given us, not to mention the price will go up once it's out of early access. Anyway, bought it anyways. Okay. And that was probably a great decision. Started the game, made a para, kind of disappointed by the customization. This might be just me being stupid, but how people were talking about how good and revolutionary it was, I was expecting more. It felt like lackluster to me. Got into the game, bought a plot, tried to build a house. Again, might be just a me issue, but I struggle a bit with the UI and how to do things. I ended up having to Google a bit to figure some things out. The building is cool. I like being able to scale things, but I still don't think it's very impressive. While The Sims 4 doesn't have this mechanic, it's not a new or impressive thing by any means. And this part, to me, is like what is giving it away, you know, because it's like, I don't know, I would never say something like this about specifically scaling things and you know, the color wheel, which, okay, maybe you can say, oh well, it's sad that some people just get happy about that, but like, if you think that, this should make you see how much is lacking in The Sims 4 if we want to bring her up, if we want to bring The Sims 4 up, do a little shade. House was built, decided to go meet some other paras. Okay, not a fan of the card system at all, but it's whatever. Attempted to flirt, fail. Honey, you were not playing with Viva la Diva because we were acing all of those flirts. Okay. Icon legend moment, Viva la Diva, in the herbs and in Paralives, okay?
She's got a point. She's an icon. She's a legend. And she is the moment. Now, come on now.
Come on, honey. My para had a job, then she lost it because she kept getting strikes. No explanation as to why. She was in a good mood and went to work on time. I can't say the same. I can't say the same. We were warned about getting fired. I couldn't see anything in the job panel that was causing it. She just kept getting them. After about 3 hours, I closed the game and haven't played it since, and I've had zero desire to. I think that at this point of the story, you could still get a refund on the game. I'm just saying. It's baffling to me that this game was in development for so long just to feel so empty and to cost $60. What's even more baffling is the community around the game. I completely avoid the main sub because every bit of criticism is met with it's early access, stop comparing the game, and you are bullying an indie team. As someone who has been playing video games of all genres for 16 years, I hate that early access has given dev teams an excuse for games to be subpar. I'm not saying the game is garbage, just that this could have used another year in the oven before being released into early access. But also, the same person is saying it's baffling that they stay in development for so long and then they cost $60, but also they could have kept it in early access one more year and then sold it for a different price that works best with whatever market we have. Okay. Yeah, there could be. We also have some posts with relating to Inzoi and the frustration of fans saying that Inzoi was judged under a different, lens, coming out also in early access. So I'm not saying the game is garbage, just that this could have used another year in the oven before being released into early access. This could have been a good game from the get-go, but the price with the current state of the game has really left a sour taste in my mouth. Can I also say, wow, the pricing is so different. In Europe, it was 39 euros. I'm kind of shook that for different markets, it can get to like 60 Australian dollars. Of course, different values and whatever. I understand how marking the pricing works, but I'm kind of like, it does sound different, saying, oh, I got it for 39 and I got it for 60. Like, damn. This could have been a good game from the get-go, but the price with the current state, yes. On top of this, the collaborations. The game has had 4 collabs within a not very large amount of time, and I really don't view that as a positive. Okay. Why not? Like, it's not even about defending Paralives, because what's up with the collabs? Yes, they are free, but they're essentially ads. Exactly what people criticized The Sims for when it came to their few free drops with references to their other games. Oh, okay. We're forgetting recent history, and are we all forgetting that time that they put, how was it? They put that like pulsating button that was gonna take you to the store within, like, in the game menu. Like, you're in The Sims 4, you launch it, and there's this like shopping cart just like pulsing at you so that you go there and buy more expansion packs. But okay. The problem is that Paralives can play Outbound on their computer and that they can dress like Among Us characters. How many of these collabs will there be by the time the game is fully released? The horrors and the shock. Not another collab. Not another collab with another indie game. What are the indies doing? They're by any chance like unifying and like doing things on their own, like pushing each other's products? How shocking. This part, absolutely not. No. I don't see any problem. They're not doing anything. Like, you don't have to pay for any of the extra features that you get because of these collabs. And truthfully, you can ignore them. Ooh. Vlada. Oh. Oh my god. What a king. And this is for a good night wish. I love it. Guys, I'll leave you right here. Thank you again for your support on the last live. When the time comes, I'll let you know. Lady Drama, thank you for being an inspiration. I will always support you as much as I can. Oh, wow. VM, thank you. Oh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And sweet dreams. And of course, we're looking forward to seeing the next steps of your path. Thank you, thank you, thank you, VM. You're so generous and always so supportive as well. I so appreciate it. You guys, let's see a beautiful shower of hearts for our Drama House builder. Thank you, VM, for the super chat. I so appreciate you. Oh, as we're here, going through the negativity of these reviews. Absolute king. Thank you, honey. So nice. So, yes, we were talking about the collabs. Sorry, I got. I was happy to see this. And Eats Beats is also going. Bye. Thank you so much for stopping by. See you soon. See you on the next one. Catch this on the replay. On the replay, baby. Catch us later. So after we talk about the collabs that are apparently not good, we also say that I'm also not convinced they will stick to the no paid DLC route they're taking. The player base and sales have dipped and probably won't peak again. Nostradamus, seeing the future. It's probably not going to peak again until a big update or the final release. The game is planned, by the way, you guys, to stay in early access for 2 years. So, okay. How are they going to be able to keep funding the game if they aren't making money outside of the base game? I see a lot of people say Inzoi has been doing fine without paid DLCs, but the difference is that it's owned by Krafton, a huge company. Paralives is an indie team. They can't afford losses. So to this part of the review, you know what I would say? As Italian culture, what you would get is this. Yeah, malocchio, occhio, malocchio, bringing bad luck. What the heck? Yeah. They're like, they're not gonna survive in this economy, honey. No paid DLCs. That's crazy. It's not like there are so many fucking games that do this, even from indie developers, and oh wow, they managed to survive. We're also thinking that their non-paid DLC model is going to take them to bankruptcy, but at the same time, we are not enjoying the fact that, they do the collabs. So it's like, we just don't want to see them win. Like, what? And they clearly stated that they're like, we're good. They said they can sustain themselves with what they made on the early access release for like years. So like, and somehow I often see like this perspective of something. So one thing is me saying it, like, I've been enjoying the game. I bought it because I wanted to support the project. So as soon as I could, I bought it in early access. I also don't expect people to do the same or to enjoy the game, like whatever. It's just a video game, right? But imagine if I said, well, I just hope that the team, is not going to face issues with the development because they don't have budget. Like, one thing is saying that, okay, I would still be like, yeah, why wouldn't they have the budget? They managed all of this time. But another thing is saying, no, 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 no. Their fate, their demise is going to come by the possibility of not having enough budget, which is something that is going to happen. Why? Because they don't want to have you pay for DLCs. Why do we need to try spinning it as something necessarily bad, the non-paid DLCs, which, by the way, is their model of working? So it's not that what are we thinking, that people are going to be skeptical about it, and then the Paralives team is going to be like, you know what, at the end of the day, we are releasing seasons as a separate 60 Australian dollars expansion pack, because we know you guys want that. We know you want to pay. Stardew Valley works on the same model and is doing just fine. There you go. Thank you, Lady Oaks. There you go. But Paralives, we just have to be doubtful, just like we had to be doubtful when the game was not out. And it just feels to me, and again, I have no like quota in, or especially interest in saying in like defending Paralives or not. Even if I wasn't enjoying the game, I think that it's unfair to like that is just unfair, because games like The Sims and also Inzoi they have a completely different background. They are developed in a completely different way. Even though they sit in the same genre, like just piling on Paralives even before the game was in early access, and now that the game is in at the very freaking beginning of the early access, by saying this kind of thing, it's not like saying, look, I don't like the art style. I hate the card system. I had a lot of bugs and that was a turn off. Or like, I don't want to go through the early access, hurdle. I don't want to go through that process. So let me see it when it's done, but there are a lot of turnoffs and I'm not going to engage with it. Like, I think that's fine. If that's not your cup of tea, why should you force yourself to play? Like, that's just nuts. Just play something that you think could work with you. But being against the team before, being against the team after, not wishing, but kind of like putting it out there that they're going to run out of money, just because we do have cautionary tales. That's true. We've spoken plenty here on the channel about all of these cautionary tales. But you know what? This game, until today, June the 11th, it's doing the thing. The early access is on. People are playing. People are sending feedback. They're fixing the bugs. Like, what else is supposed to happen? So that people could just say, I like the game because, I don't like the game because, and then, just go and play what they want. But it has to become this extra, like, layering of, they said no paid DLCs, that's mental. They're going to end up with nobody, with no mullahs, which ain't a problem. It's not something that is going to happen to The Sims and EA, because the mullah is mandatory in there. TLDR, the game is too expensive for what it is. I mean, Australia, hello. Are you guys rich over there? What do you mean? You paid 60? That's insane. You should check your like geo pricing systems over there, because they're doing you wrong. I just see it becoming the same as Inzoi. The community sucks, and I don't believe Paralives will keep their promise. So positive, such a positive outlook on life. FYI, I understand the concept of games not needing to be compared, but in this case, it's only logical to compare it to the biggest live sim at the moment. I don't know. this point, to me, comparing it to the biggest live sim at the moment just because live sim, I don't know, it's unfair. It's an unfair criticism. It's not like nothing is done in the same way and could have been done in the same way. But even if you want to do that comparison and ultimately determine that you prefer the Sims, because this is what happening in the mix, you know? Just because there's this like need to kind of go against the Paralives because probably Sims question mark, and so it has to be like, I don't want to compare them, but once you compare them, Paralives is a scam and you guys were like so unfair to the Sims because now you're simping for Paralives, but you're so critical of the Sims. There's like one ring in this like line and connection that is missing, which is all the previous history with fucking Sims. You know, that cannot be ignored. Even just taking The Sims 4 and the arrival of The Sims 4 versus Paralives and the arrival of Paralives, there is no Paralives 1, 2, and 3. Even just that, even if like Maxis was this indie developer crazy that in the 90s managed to do The Sims and get it out and just like made all of this money and then started putting out, like, it's still not the same. There is a different history, like, and I think that that is actually the beauty of it. It's been for me. I'm not playing Paralives thinking I'm playing Sims. I am happy that it's a different game because my heart, my heart is so big. There's room for everybody, for all the children. Not for Inzoi, but I tried it, you know, and I never said, sorry, I was falling. My chair was too low. If for people that enjoy Inzoi, I'm like, yeah, some aspects of it I can understand. I tried with it, but these are my reasons. Yet I don't feel the need to compare it to Paralives nor to The Sims, to be honest. Inzoi to me also felt like a different thing too. I just think it's nice not having to compare them, you know, as opposite to having to compare them, because if you don't necessarily, then you can just appreciate them. The push-ups are like a common curse. Do you guys remember when we saw the push-ups for the first time in Paralives? I was like, no, unbelievable. What do you mean they're doing the push-ups? I'm just more happy there are more live sim alternatives out there. Correct. Even because having more options, regardless of how this one runs and goes, okay, having more, you know, the more the merrier, honey. This is a situation where we can say it and like, yeah, it gives more competition, it gives more room to innovations, and it also opened the door to other companies and teams that want to do something like this in a genre that hasn't seen competition in forever, basically. Like, come on. Push-ups should be deleted, like, honestly, yes. And from planet Earth, not just from the live sim video games, you know? Yeah, and there's variation in the gameplay, that's true. And the fact that two of them, because some of us may think that The Sims 4 is still an early access game all of these years later, but she is not. But the other two are, like, both Inzoi and Paralives are still in early access. Inzoi has been for longer. Inzoi has a different budget behind it. Inzoi has its own problems, but it's still in early access. And Paralives, I mean, literally just started its early access. Maybe they shouldn't have, you know, advertised it so nobody would have known. I don't know. the hype, of course, comes with this kind of effect. That is absolutely true. And I also think that in the spirit of like competition, it's something that is very much fueled by the media and has been fueled by the media as well. Meaning, for instance, just to give you an example, 37 votes in our poll. She's popular. Keep voting, divas. She's messy, but she's getting your votes. And I love it for us. So we love Games Radar. No shade. No tea, no shade, baby. But since like the early access was approaching, to the early access having started and all of that, this is a bit what has been coming out like in all of these different outlets. And so maybe I'm not saying that this is the reason why people are arguing over which one is better. Which team are you? Are you team The Sims? Are you team Paralives? Are you team Insoy? Oh, your team this over that. I think it's very much also kind of maybe, yeah, fueled by this sort of narrative. The Sims 4's colorful new competitor Paralives celebrates 250k sales and very positive reviews, with fans saying they'll probably never go back to EA's own live sim. Geez, that's a long headline. But you know what I mean. We've all needed a proper Sims competitor for a long time. Who is saying this? This is in a quote. By whom? I don't know. Maybe it was just for show. Because who's going around just saying, we've all needed a proper Sims competitor for a long time. Which we have, yes, it's true. But I don't know, I just feel that putting it this way, although I understand why they phrase stuff like this, it's definitely not helping with the whole, like, you know, with the whole mental breakdown that some Sims players are having, that they really need to reinforce the message that Sims was here first. Paralives should be grateful to the Sims for paving the way, and so should be the fans, and all of that. But I also think that this kind of narrative also pushes the other comments that are more along the line of, why are you guys like so happy about this game that I find to be, you know, not good enough, especially when I compare it to my The Sims 4 Plus 123 expansion packs that I have there, 50,000 mods and custom content. I think this phenomenon is like, you cannot stop it. You cannot stop this. It just happens. So it is what it is. But I think that it fuels that narrative. It's giving The Sims 4 using Little Simsy's quote about a pack in the main page. I had forgotten. But it's true. Oh my god. That was a whole fucking thing, to quote Kid Cudi, to be honest. Aspiration Failure is saying articles like this push people's expectations way higher than they need to be about the game. Yeah, I agree. Like, maybe some people did launch the game thinking, whoa, this is going to like blow me away, instead of thinking, I hope I'll have a good experience, and if I don't, I'll get it refunded or something, which is what you would think if you had just found this game in the list of indies in the indie fest of Steam, and you just got it. Like, that has happened to me with some indie titles, you know. Oh, okay, this looked like it could be fun. I'm getting it. Let's see how it is, and then just enjoy the experience. But it just would have been impossible. That is also true. And it's also true that the coverage of this game has helped selling the game. you know? The Sims 4 fans find hope in Paralives as gameplay shows height sliders and more. My jaw dropped. Quotes by question mark. Maybe Little Simsy in here too. Paralives roadmap promises pets, seasons, and potentially murderous pools during the Live Sims early access. Paralives won't have paid DLCs even after early access. The sales we made so far will sustain us for many years. I mean, a slay. That is something that I hope I will say about something that I did one day. Look, honey, I don't need to do anything else in my life because the sales we made will sustain us for many years.
Slay! Slay!
Manifesting this for me and for you guys. We deserve to make so many sales that will sustain us for years. Brush my beard. Hi. Paralives build mode literally healed the generational trauma caused by The Sims. Ooh, on that note, I was playing by myself in the intimacy of being alone with it because I am preparing a little family gameplay review video for Paralives. And so I was there minding my own business and I was like, how crazy would it be if I tried building a house for this family that I had? And I did it, and honestly, it ain't perfect. Like, of course you need to adjust, especially if all you've been playing is The Sims. Speaking about me, somebody that often fights with commands. So, you know what I mean? Of course you need to adjust, but the majority of things I was able to do them. It's a big win for me. You know, I'm not a builder. I am no Bob the Builder. Milky Way girl, hi. How's it going? Happy you're joining. Okay, so you guys, we've spoken about this. These posts were mainly probably coming from like Sims fans. Wait, because I think this one is like humongous. Maybe let's not do this one first, but let's see the Inzoi conversation. Let's start with this one. This was fun. Okay, I don't get, this is from the Inzoi subreddit. I don't get the Paralives reviews saying finally an alternative to The Sims. I'm seeing so many of these comments on social media and Steam reviews. It's as though people don't even know Inzoi exists. I love people. I love people. Or is it they don't consider Inzoi as a Sims alternative because of the realism? Or is Inzoi badly marketed? Okay. Again, this is coming from the Inzoi subreddit. It's also not the only post that I saw similar to this, like Inzoi fans being like, hello? What do you mean? This bitch is here to get everything. We were here first. They were like, yeah, The Sims was here before everybody. But don't forget that we came before Paralives. So why are we being ignored? And I don't know, honey. No, this is also like very, I think it's kind of a biased post because it's not true. When Inzoi was about to drop, the media in general and the community did exactly the same shit. They were like, Inzoi is going to be the Sims killer. Watch people losing their minds over the fact that on Inzoi you can do this. The graphics of Inzoi are getting people excited because of that. Inzoi is the next Sims killer. Like, I think we need to get in our minds the idea that this is what is going to happen from now on, but even before, but from now on, every time there's like some scent of competition, we are going to hear about that game being a Sims Slayer, and how it's going to be so much better, and how all the players are going to be fleeing from there, and then it's not going to happen, and some people will like it, some people will not, and then the original Sims people will be like, you owe us everything, we gave you life, and the Inzoi people will be like, hey, why is this title considered to be the Sims killer when we've been here for longer? You know? I'm that I don't know her meme when it's about Inzoi. Yeah, that's also true. Inzoi, we tend to forget about Inzoi sending full ass gaming PCs to the influencers. Like, our mind can only store so much information. And for some reason, that part always kind of escapes from me. That they did that whole campaign before the game came out. I gotta say, the game ran on my computer. Was not having like major issues at all, I think. But to me, the thing, all the times I tried playing Inzoi, there's just some, like, for example, and now I'm starting to compare them too. I was about to say, you know, the card system conversation in Paralives. Instead, in Inzoi, your conversation process is a little bit more similar to Sims, for example. But I just felt that it was frustrating because it had a lot, but it also had nothing. I don't know, it just wasn't my cup of tea. I still have Inzoi installed. I paid for it so we could try it out. I would not get it refunded. I mean, I don't think I can at this moment, but I just wouldn't do it because maybe one day I'll be curious to see where they're at with the process. Again, I do believe that that's what early access is. But look, the early access of a project backed by Krafton is not the same of a project backed by Patreon. It's like this has to be something that people keep in mind. Then second to that, they can remember about Inzoi sending gaming PCs. We were all so appalled that Paralives had some early access for some creators. Inzoi was sending PCs. PCs, new gaming computers. People are obsessed with killing Sims, but they always end up killing its possible competitors. Yeah. It's crazy sending PCs for promotion. Have you all seen the price of PCs these days? Yes, like, look, when they did that, I was like, damn. I was like, I needed a new computer. No, that's crazy. But it was also a different time. They wouldn't do it today after the entire fucking Subnautica lawsuit. You bet Krafton would not send those computers anymore. They don't have that budget for their affiliates. Oh my god. That is also a fun story, which, by the way, reached an end because Krafton is paying the creators of Subnautica, and Subnautica 2 has released or is releasing. So that was a fun ride. Yes, there's a whole ass video about it on the channel that you can watch right after this stream, baby. Did we already see this? Because there's the long one, and I don't know. It is the long one. I clicked on it twice. Okay. it means the universe wants us to read it. What Paralives can learn from Inzoi and why its own community is its biggest hurdle. I see a lot of discourse since the early access release of Paralives and a lot false equivalency. I don't know where the accent goes on this word. Equivalenza, I'll tell you in Italian, with other life simulation games, particularly Inzoi. I have been holding my tongue, but I feel it's time to have an honest discussion and address the real elephant in the room. Yes, it is true that Inzoi has improved drastically over the course of a year. It's on a whole new level now and is still improving rapidly. And to several players, including myself, it's very addicting to play. This is not from the Inzoi subreddit, by the way, it's from Life Simulators. That said, Inzoi in June 2026 is not is not comparable to Paralives in June 2026. What? It took Inzoi almost a year to become a truly good game. I don't think Paralives has paid its dues yet or had any updates to earn that distinction. I mean, it hasn't been 1 year, right? Ironically, the same community that spent a year making Inzoi its scapegoat and bragging how Paralives would be better than The Sims and Inzoi is now trying to ride Inzoi's coattails because it improved drastically and is now a good game. I'm sorry, but the only thing Paralives and Inzoi have in common is that they're both $40 open world life simulation games in early access with the color wheel. And this description was very long to read. And other customization features. Beyond that, they are not on the same level or even in the same league. Suggesting otherwise diminishes the hard work of the Inzoi developers and the contributions of the dedicated players who have helped shape and improve the game over the past year. If someone only played Inzoi once or twice when it first launched into early access in 2025 and is basing their opinion on that instead of what it looks like today, their perspective is simply outdated and not reflective of the current state of the game. And so off with their heads. These posts make me scratch my head. Because okay, let's go on. Whether people want to admit it or not, a lot of the well-discussed toxic positivity around Paralives reads like a cult-like sunk cost fallacy copium from years-long Patreon supporters combined with cognitive dissonance because the game doesn't live up to the hype and trying way too hard to make fetch happen by propping up Paralives as a virtue signal to EA to make The Sims better. Wow. Wow. Exactly, Nicole Elise. Inzoi has been out for a year and Paralives just came out in early access. 100%. So this part of this post is saying some people basically were hyping the game, then the game came out, they don't like it, so now they're still trying to make Paralives happen just so that they can show EA that EA needs to do better. It's like, make it make sense, please.
Oh my God!
And also, yes, who wants to make The Sims better? What is everything that belongs to The Sims? My phrasing always starts with what is. What is The Sims better? How do you make it better at this point? I mean, we could have a whole ass episode just discussing that. Most people who are into cartoony live sim really want to play hypothetical Sims 5. She keeps on coming back, this Sims 5. I don't know, you guys, if there's something that we don't know that this Reddit person and Sachon Sims are aware of. I'm trying to find a comfortable position for me. Um, because I'm a messy, I sit in messy ways. But they figured that if they pretend Paralives is amazing or better, it might somehow make EA act right, cancel the buyout. What? Not the buyout. Oh, baby. Ooh, Nick Cash in the Twitch chat. Hello, honey. Got your soundbite. How's it going? So, if they pretend Paralives is amazing or better, it might somehow make EA act right, cancel the buyout, reconsider their stance, and win back the affection with the brand new Sims game that actually meets their standards. Like, no, nobody's thinking that, honey. And if people who are, they live in delusion. It's never gonna happen, pumpkin. Not today. Not in a million years. Never. Ever, 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 ever. It's like canceling the buyout. I was actually reading an article today, you guys, about the buyout that was giving just an overall perspective of like what's to come, in the sense of like how is the debt going to affect the economy within EA, like their strategy, and like what happens once the buyout goes through and all of that. And they were in this article, they spent a long time talking about, guess what, the sports titles, because that is all that matters when it comes to the package that EA brings to the table to the Saudis' PIF. So nobody's thinking about The Sims, and I'm so sorry to say this because I wish that I was saying something else, like The Sims is everything that matters to EA, but babe, it's not. What matters is the sports titles. I just keep being more and more convinced that if The Sims wasn't making them money anymore, they would drop her in 2 seconds. Hello. But okay, let's save it for when we dish, baby, because you cannot go anywhere. If you need to go outside to buy cigarettes, you can leave the stream on. So when you come back, I'm still here yapping. How about that? If you need to go in a work meeting, go in. We're gonna be here by the time you're done. Come on. It's like trying to make your ex jealous by rebounding with a subpar guy, then trying way too hard to convince everyone you're happy by constantly bragging about how amazing he is and rubbing it in their face. What in the toxique, not magnifique, s'il vous plaît? Wow. Meanwhile, the new guy isn't, but you have to keep pretending because you've already invested too much money, time, and emotion into thinking he might be one day live up to his potential. No. Not me. Certainly not I. Just you put on a fake smile and attack anyone who points out his glaring flaws, or is still friends with your ex, or swoons over his handsome new friend who just moved to town last year. What? I spent the night with Paralives. EA will come crawling back. That's kind of what's being implied. They made this a story time. Yeah, this is I actually want to know more about this whole situation because I'm not familiar with this analogy. This analogy describes exactly what happened in the Life Sims community. No, baby. I don't think so. I don't think so. Are there people? I mean, who's surprised? Come on. I'm not, you're not. We've been on this planet for a while, honey. We know that people just take the wheel and drive and go all kinds of different crazy places. I don't even want to say anything. Like, what in the heck is going on in this paragraph, you guys? So we're all basically trying to make EA and The Sims jealous by hooking up with Paralives, even though Paralives is not that great of a lover. Okay. Nah. Even because in this analogy, like, who wants, when you're done with one, like, who would go and get messy and like problematic with another one? Like, we love independent energy over here. Rebounds are not good for you, baby. This analogy really describes exactly what happened in the Live Sims community, of course, because we're all married to the games we play. Inzoi was repeatedly torn down and treated like a redhead stepchild just to prop up and overhype Paralives. I don't think this is true. I don't think this is true. The irony is that now that Paralives is out and can be judged on its own merits, it falls short and fails to live up to the hype surrounding it. At the same time, Inzo is no longer easy to dismiss, having improved significantly and emerged as a far stronger game than its detractors gave it credit for. Poor Inzo. Nobody's giving him the credit that he deserves. So instead of continuing to sabotage Inzoi directly, the narrative shifts. The community, this is starting to sound like ChatGPT-esque. I wasn't thinking this before, but now it's starting to sound like that. In this part specific. So instead of continuing to sabotage Inzoi directly, the narrative shifts. The community tries to ride its coattails and selectively co-opt its improvements while still propping Paralives through potential instead of actual results. This is so ChatGPT coded. I'm so sorry. This just sounds like ChatGPT did her thing. I'm sorry.
Bombastic side eye, criminal offensive side eye. Bombastic side eye, criminal offensive side eye.
Okay, just saying. The truth is, Paralives doesn't get to fast track, dodge criticism, and skip critical development steps, especially when it launched in a far worse state than Inzoi and be called a good game. But what if it happened that happened? Like, even if we follow this rationale for which Inzoi great game comes out, not that great, people just dismiss it immediately, then the game improves and nobody wants to admit it, and then Paralives come out and everybody was saying that it was great, and then you try it, you think it's not great, and people are still saying that it's great or greater than Inzoi. Like, what's and it still has to prove itself. Maybe a year will be good, but it isn't there yet in its current state. If you truly want this game to be good, constantly glazing it and handing out participation trophies based on potential instead of measurable results need to stop. See, we were saying this right before when we said, like, when the criticism to Paralives goes a little bit too much, like, into depth, we always get some weird signaling. And to me, the fact that this goes into handing out participation trophies based on potential, like, I don't like this language. I don't like when this is used to imply it's something bad, like. But okay, moving on. Honest critique, frequent updates, an open feedback loop, a responsive and communicative development team, implementation of player feedback, and time are what made Inzoi a good game. That's what Paralives need too. If you truly wants to improve. Inzoi already has its own distinct identity, gameplay style, and backstory. Bah. The dev team and players maintain an ongoing feedback loop with actionable results that help refine the game and shape it into something players actually want to play long term, which is great. Like if this is how things have been evolving in the inZOI camp, I mean, love it. But and isn't that a good thing? Why do we need to be to assert so desperately that inZOI is a better game than Paralives? inZOI is such a handsome guy. We should all be dating it. Yeah. Without that, what do you expect? Postponing the launch at the last minute and rushing to slap on a weak live mode mechanic in just 6 months, then telling players it's not going away doesn't give Paralives viability in the long term. It's scope and an obvious rush to meet a deadline. If the players can, what deadline is set by whom? Okay, see, this is where they lose me. If they hadn't lost me at the whole analogy with their like high school boyfriend or whatever. Like, look, what deadline? If there are games that had to respect deadlines, that is, for example, and sorry to do this, Miss inZOI, do you guys remember what happened with the inZOI early access? And do you guys know that in some of the filings that belong to the Subnautica lawsuit that Krafton has had in place with the Subnautica creators, so in there are statements where people who work for Krafton use inZOI as an example of, look at this game. We made this game come out underbaked, empty, and people still went and bought like how many million copies of it did they sell in the first week. So, and they use that as a way to say, the game we want to put out has more or less content than that, but inZOI did so well that now we can do it. Like, we can continue shipping shit that doesn't have enough content in it. So like, if there are teams that are deadline obsessed and they have to comply to certain timelines, so to certain pipelines and certain like decisions made because of the business, those teams are not indie. Because the whole point of having 15 people working together on a game is opposite to whatever size of team you can find in Krafton or in EA's offices. The whole point is this. What deadline did they have to rush to meet, if not a deadline that they had set for themselves with the players? If the players can't be honest with their constructive criticism and with themselves, and the devs are vague with their timelines and deliverables, not very receptive to adding things like multitasking or changing things that most players don't enjoy, how does that make the game good, and how does that actually help it improve? The reason why a lot of people say that the feedback on Paralives cannot be honest is because they say that nobody is really critiquing the game. And so they say, well, if nobody is being honest with their feedback, because everybody goes on Steam and they write a negative review, but then they write very positive, and so they kind of mess the reviews in there, like, how can the game actually improve? And I mean, there's so much assumption, I can't even. Like, the assumption that people cannot be actually saying, I enjoy it, but, or cannot actually be saying, this mechanic is okay for me, but I would. Also, we are now, let's take a step back. We are now at a time in which we are still busy fighting bugs and fighting glitches. They are focusing on that part. They're not here like, I mean, you guys know it, whatever. It's just, and it's not really even about defending pair lives. It's just, I just think it's so unfair to put the different stories that Inzoi and pair lives had in the sense of their development and the way they're going through their early access, which is 1 year apart, by the way. So even just that part, how are you comparing them today together, like one against the other, when they have a different, they just have different ages? So how are you doing this? But besides that, I just don't understand this principle for which we are really able and really willing to go against like smaller teams so that we can praise and uplift the big guys. I don't understand. Because if it was just a matter of liking one game instead of the other, I think the approach and the phrasing and the take would be different. Because that's fair, you know, you can like Inzoi more than Pair Lives. That's fine. And you can have like little arguments. I'm not saying like you should not express your dissent, like of course. But when you build it in a certain way, it just starts looking like something different than I don't like the game, or I like this other game rather than this other game. You know? Paralives made an estimated $22.8 million in a little over 2 weeks. Let's go and tell this to that person that said they're going to end up with no money. After Steam's cut, that leaves roughly $16.6 million for the developer. At this point, the lead developer is no longer a struggling indie Patreon dev, wondering where the next paycheck is coming from. He's already a multimillionaire. Okay. Assumption, and that is just from the game's first couple of weeks. Imagine what revenue will be over the next couple of months to a year, so there's no need to coddle them or to make an excuses. This is a business. So by the end of this review, we also found out that Alex Massé is a millionaire. Inzoi started development in 2023, Paralives in 2019. That's true. Okay, but completely different situations, right? Let me hop on to the Twitch chat. Beautiful Twitch divas. Our mod is also over there. Veronica, star of the galaxy and of my heart. They don't know a thing about business. Yeah. This was a lot. I don't know why we can't just accept that multiple things can exist. Not everything within one genre of video games has to be your cup of tea. There is nothing bad in people supporting indie projects because they kind of lost hope in the gaming, you know, landscape overall. And so they're like, you know what, if I'm going to support with money, I'm gonna support independent teams that are not owned by like these big corps. I don't think what's wrong with that. And I also don't see what's wrong with saying, hey, I like Inzoi. I tried it again and I enjoy it. Okay. Hey, I'm never gonna leave The Sims. I've been playing it for all of these years. I've invested like hundreds and hundreds of dollars in The Sims 4, so I'm not going to leave her. And you know what? Just to make sure that I don't, I am not going to try Paralives. I'm not gonna give them a dime. And I would be like, that's good too. Because also, it seems that the concept of voting with your wallet becomes complicated when it's on like an inverse procedure too. It's like buying Paralives so then I don't get a refund for it and I can hate on it forever. It's as if now I was spending a long time, like, my experience with Inzoi was we tried it. I made some content with it, like we played it live. I made a video for the review. We tried it again when they made the Island Getaway expansion pack. And I naturally wasn't feeling like going again to the game, and I just didn't. And then we moved on. It's not like I still talked about Crafton because what in the fuck have they been doing? But I don't feel the need to just, you know, say, like, necessarily now that Paralives is out, my first instinct was not to think Inzoi versus Paralives, which one is better, which one is the actual, you know, is the actual successor to The Sims, because we need a successor to The Sims, because blah 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 blah, you know. There has been this deep hunger for something new, and then something new comes out, and somehow it just creates like a bigger rupture in a community that was already ruptured. Imagine that with one title only. With one franchise, we were already like arguing with each other, so about whatever was better over there. So right now that there are even different titles made by different companies, it's not working. But I understand why. Let me see this one. Did you quit playing Sims? This is actually a good way to end this segment, I think. So, did you quit or stop playing the game since Paralives release? Why or why not? Personally, I've stopped. This is high sodium. I've stopped playing. The building feels restrictive now. I'm tired of putting in the cheats. Have literally all the DLCs besides some kits and store content. The game still feels empty because of too many rabbit holes. A lack of an open world and personality for The Sims. I think EA is too greedy for my liking. The amount of social interactions is almost too overwhelming. I can't play without mods, and playing with mods is just so much effort. Sims don't really feel like individuals for me unless I have a billion script mods. And I think that what is happening over here is not necessarily like, I understand why people are feeling this way now that they get some other option, and if they are for any reasons enjoying that other option, they're going to be like, okay, this is my call and I'm gonna go because finally I'm seeing the things. But this is why we were saying before that competition ultimately it's good. I don't think in this case it's good because, oh, whoa, you left The Sims, huh? Stick it to EA, like, let's go. No, I think it's more like once you have other options, maybe you can also allow yourself to, you know, do something different. Which is what, by the way, Sims 4 players have been telling me since the first day I started complaining about the condition, the state of The Sims 4 at the time, which was the for rent era. I started making my videos where I was talking a little bit, you know, honestly about The Sims 4 and the things that I was starting to feel about it. And people's urgent response was always, go and play something else. So what I think it's happening now is that maybe people are playing something else. And this is, to some of them, giving them, you know, the opportunity to free their mind for a second, not to be too The Sims centric, and just like take a break, and then realizing that probably they don't like it anymore that much. They needed this change in their lives to just move to something else and ditch this that is not making them so happy, and that is also valid. There are also people that are saying absolutely not. I bought Pair of Lives, I have it there, I tried it, I was not liking it, and so she's gonna stay there and I'm gonna be playing The Sims. Same for Inzoi, and I'm gonna be playing Inzoi. Also because you know what? Wait, hold on. Wait to see where I'm landing this plane right now. At the end of the day, I thought that it was like good to look around, because we as a community here at the Drama House, we tend to be very like, hey, are you liking it? Yes, no. Oh, why? Oh, okay, I see. Well, thank you for your feedback. Bye. You know, I think we try not to stay polarized, and I don't think that there are like taboo things that, for example, in our Discord server we cannot talk about, or opinions that we cannot express. Like that is just so, I don't get it. But if you think about it, doing this whole analysis, going through different takes, whether they come from Sims players or they come from Inzoi players, at the end of the day, we all have the freedom to go on a Reddit thread, right? And just jot down whatever we feel like, saying what we like, what we don't like, comparing our relationship to live sim gaming as if it is like a relationship with a significant other. We can do all of these things, and it's great because then we can talk about it more during the Drama House live talks, right? So the world is beautiful, but at the end of the day, I can sit here and have my opinion about everything we've been reading so far. The Redditors will sit there and have their opinion about what we've been seeing, and they will keep writing and they will keep commenting, and you guys will keep having your opinions and sharing it in that beautiful live chat, and I so appreciate you for doing that. But at the end of the day, do you know what it is that really matters? To EA, to Krafton, to Paralive Studios, to any of them, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter the singular experience of people giving their 2 cents on how the game is, and their input and advice to make a game like Paralives, prosper. But that's it. Yes, Milky Way girl, you got it. It's the money. Yes, Cherry Bonbon is the moolah, baby. So ultimately, it's really about the responsibility and importance that what we store in those cards, what we have in those wallets, and where we direct that wealth to, that's ultimately it. That is really ultimately it. Because it is the takeaway for all of these stories, whether we're talking about Paralives, whether we're talking about The Sims, whether we're talking about Inzoi. It's just like, I think it was the first Reddit post we read. Yes, you can write all of that about how you do not support this and that, how you think that this is going to fail because that Paralives did this wrong, because that the community was unfair to Inzoi as opposite to Paralives, because. But then you read the full thing and they still bought the game and they still played it and they still didn't get a refund for it. So to the stats of Paralive Studio, you're a customer and you're not refunding it, you're satisfied. Just like me with Inzoi, right? Yeah, I didn't play it again after the vacation getaway thing. But to Krafton, that purchase is like an early access win. It's piled up in the number of copies sold that they have from that period. It's like people who send super chats to insult a content creator. No matter what they say, the content creator has their money. Exactly. That's a very good one, actually, Milky Way girl. I agree. Exactly. It's like we are raging on their ass, but we're still giving them the moolah. So that's why I think it's important that, for example, and I was saying this even the very first time that we played Paralyzed, if you saw my stream and you thought, what the fuck? Also because I was playing like a person that was not like, had not specific expectations, was just having fun with the game, discovering things alongside you. So like it could have been very similar to your first playthrough. But I was the first one to say, like, if this doesn't look like something that is rocking your boat, still come to the live streams because we have a good time regardless. But, you know, don't spend money on it. Wait, they're not going to take it away. They're not going to run out of stock. So just wait. We read, you know, how many millions did the Paralives guys make already? It's going to be okay. And maybe there's also a bigger takeaway to be taken from, you know, how Sims players face the whole phenomenon of early access, and how maybe some of them are inexperienced about how the early access actually works. Like this week, I read the news about 2 games that I played as both were in early access when I started playing. Palworld and Valheim. They are both announcing that they're actually coming out, like, which to me is crazy because I've had Palworld for a long time, so I went through a lot of their updates as the game grew. And so now they're like, yay, it's the early access, it's over. We are releasing the 1.0 version of the game. And like, and then if you think, looking back at the entire journey, and I think it's the same for Valheim, that too many probably felt like it was already out, but it's actually ending the early access now this year. So I feel that it's also that maybe a lot of Sims players don't really have a lot of experience to the early access in that sense. And also, this is the natural reaction to a player base, a fan base, a community that has lived this whole time under this spell because of scarcity, like because The Sims was the one and only. And so we hardly had to kind of find ourselves in this situation. So for as much as some of the things that people are sharing online can be like triggering, and I'm not talking about these Reddit posts, you guys, I thought that some parts of these were funny, but it's a Reddit post, you know, and they weren't being completely, I mean, apart from the analogy about the relationship, you know, but in general, they were okay. But even seeing more triggering stuff like these Sims creators simping hard for EA and saying things like, I'm not even gonna say this game's name. You just know what it is when I say it's the Temu The Sims. It's like Sims from Wish, you know? Whatever, even seeing that, I'm like, we just, as a community, we're experiencing something that so many gamers from other communities have been experiencing for a very long time. And so on that note, it's kind of cute to see. You know? And Inzoy from AliExpress. Ooh, cherry bonbon, I love that. Condensed milk, pineapple, and chocolate ice cream. I will not fit my pants next time you guys see me here. I highly doubt it, babe. It's still sounding healthy. I'm your delusional friend. My friends are always saying that because I'm always very like, no, like don't say that you can do whatever you want. Like let's fulfill your dreams and don't like push yourself down. They're always saying I'm when I ask you about, for example, things like did I get fat or should I go and buy this? I'm always like, you look amazing, treat yourself. Like, so maybe I'm always biased, but eat that ice cream. It just sounds fabulous. And you know what? If the jeans don't fit, sell them on Vinted, get a new pair. That's my rule. Ice cream for dinner and 14 hours fast. That's how I roll. Ooh, clean digestive system club. We love some fasting. Um, you guys, so I think this is all I had on this Paralives War. What did you think of this headline? Let me know. And we are continuing to play Paralives, by the way. Again, I have a review of the family gameplay coming out probably this weekend, finger crossed, because I've been messy with it, because I'm PMSing. So don't demand structure for me when I'm about to get my period, because all I can think about is, ugh. So I am being. Did I freeze a little bit? With the production of that review, but it's going to come out, and I have some fun insights from my family gameplay review in this very first month, not even 1 month of early access. So, and I'm also thinking to do maybe a review once the 1 month is past. So even though when you think about it, it's just like the first month, I don't know, it can be a bit, but I felt that for my fellow family gameplay people, I felt that somebody had to kind of sit there and tell them if it was worthy or not, if you only play family gameplay. I really wanted to explore that. Wait, hold on, because I'm not seeing. On Twitch, it was interesting but expected. Live sim gamers can take these things very personally. Yes, and it also goes hand in hand with the lack of competition, I think. And we saw it. I mean, we saw people completely like customizing this gameplay feud, this video games feud with like some weird real life thing that concerns boyfriends and girlfriends. Like, that. Yes, that's true. First look instead of review. I agree. I agree. It would probably be better because it cannot be the full blown out review, right? Ah, Elvis, so happy we were keeping you company during your workday. Go and enjoy some Paralives. Thank you for stopping by today. Really appreciate it, Elvis. And we're going to move on. And Dish, final part of the show. You guys, let's go. Let's chill. Let's dish. Let's talk about the upcoming EA funeral, honey. Woo! Hey, baby diva. We reached the final chapter of today's talks. If you're still here, give it up for yourself, baby, because thank you. Thank you. Oh, Nick. Well, but thank you so much for spending some time together. I appreciate it. Good night, honey. Thank you. But maybe Nick, you don't want to leave just yet because look at what I have for you guys. I don't know. I'm just saying. Sir, I don't know if you noticed, like how long ago was this? So, like 3 live streams ago, 2 live streams ago. I actually didn't notice this, but we were streaming our talks, and I think that there was some user in the chat actually spreading the word about this upcoming EA funeral, which is planned to happen on June the 13th, which is Saturday. So I want us to learn about it, because we're tuned in into the EA buyout, tuned in into the ridiculous Sims players protests that happen, because we are also live simulation aficionados. We are also fans, we are also passionate players, and so we're very interested, not only because of our personal ethics and morale regarding the EA buyout, but also because, you know, when you see the headlines of news that say cosplaying Sims players will raid EA's headquarters, you kind of feel like those could be my people, but they're not, because what the fuck is going on? You know, we belong to the same community at the end of the day. Hold on. These videos just start, honey. Okay. So, June the 13th, happening soon. I love to spill the good tea in the dish part too, because always spilling. Appreciate you if you're still here. Sip that tea, queen. Zip it. Sip it. Lift your pinky. Okay, let's hear it.
It can still be blocked. Last month, the Players Alliance went to California to deliver our petition of over 70,000 signatures to EA's community team. Next up, we're going to be down at EA's office in Orlando, Florida on June 13th at 11 a.m. Eastern. The link pinned in the comments has more information.
We'll be hosting a funeral for EA and talking about what could happen if this deal goes through. Regardless of how you feel, the truth is that billionaires rely on inaction to let deals like this skate by.
Public pressure and legal action are just a few tools we have to stop this deal in its tracks.
Please join us on June 13th in Orlando. Again, there's a link in the comments with all the details.
See you there.
See you there.
Oh my God!
A funeral. A funeral, you guys. It's cringe that they waited until the deal was basically final to do anything. Yeah, this, by the way, the funeral. Okay, let me see. I'm starting to get heated up. Where is the link in the comments? Comment block the deal to receive RSVP link or find it in bio. Bio? Okay. I'm sorry. After I hit like the 2 hours mark in the talks of yapping, my brain just becomes like mashed potatoes. So where is the details about this event? Players Alliance rally in Orlando. Orlando. Wait, what? Wait, oh my god, you guys, I don't know. I never clicked on this link and now I'm seeing what it is. Okay. Okay, so Players Alliance rally in Orlando. Oh, I'm so sorry. You had also a little bit of background music playing with their music. Sorry. In Orlando, funeral for gaming, killed by private equity. EA killed by greed. Still paying Zephyrin though. Killed by greed, but still has enough money to pay Zephyrin. And US of A, France. In Florida, are you guys in Florida? Are you gonna go down to Orlando so I can see you from whichever live stream we will be watching? So Saturday, June the 13th at 11 a.m. until 12:30. It's going to be a long rally. In a park next to EA Orlando. Okay. Join Players Alliance HQ in Orlando for a funeral for gaming rally against the proposed EA buyout and the corporate greed killing. Oh my god. I'm sweating from everywhere after hearing about this. After seeing the invitation that just popped up in front of us that I wasn't expecting. Oh no, Greg, honey, no, don't worry. Today the news is restricted to this, but maybe if there's like a live stream of this, you might have to take a Xanax, honey, or like just get some premium indica or something. But I feel you. For a funeral for gaming rally against the proposed EA buyout and the corporate greed killing creativity across gaming industry. Okay. Gamers are coming together to mourn the studio's jobs and gamer first experiences being sacrificed to private equity. Ugh. I mean, I don't know, Greg. I just told you to that we'll be will be chilled, and now I'm also like, damn. Gamers are coming together to mourn the studio's jobs and gamer first experiences being sacrificed to private equity firms and executives who see gaming as nothing more than a way to make more money. Nah. Okay. Join us. Full name, email, zip code, Discord handle. But what I saw as soon as we opened this page, and I was like already flying to a different fucking galaxy, you guys. Can you cosplay for the rally?
Ooh, girl.
Can you cosplay for the rally?
Jesus.
The option should be yes, no.
Jesus.
The guy, I'm telling you, the person who was playing the Grim Reaper in the other protest, that person is like seeing this invitation and they're like, oh, fuck no. You're not getting me here. You're not getting me to do this again, honey. You said everybody was gonna come and cosplay, and then I was the only one, and I even got made fun of by the host. That person is like, hell no, I'm not cosplaying to anything else ever again. All right. EA Orlando. Well, at least there's an invitation. Is it the funeral for me because I'm deceased? Ah, you kill me, girl. Even EA was more serious when they released my first pet stuff pack. this is obviously getting more and more unserious as the time passes. Wait, where am I? Oh, there's more. Wait. Honey, hit that like button. Just gentle reminder of the people who have been trying to talk about this before talking about this was somehow a reason to gloat about how good of a person we were. And the people that have been talking about this for a while are like you and I, baby. So leave a like for you and I. We've been trying. And now we're like, they're hosting a funeral for EA. Like, this just gets more and more unserious.
Gaming as we know it. Let me explain. Private equity is trying to buy EA for $55 billion, the biggest buyout of its kind in history. And yes, we know EA is a shitty studio, but it's not about what happens if EA sells itself to private equity. It's about the power this buyout will give private equity over the entire industry. The private equity playbook is simple.
I'm sorry, the concept of Drama House being invited to a EA funeral. Look, if I could, I would be like showing up, grab a microphone, scream, boycott EA, you hypocrites, and then I would leave, go back to the airport, coming back to the old continent.
Take over a company, strip it for its parts, then sell it for a profit. They take over industries and not just retailers like Toys R Us. They take over housing, over food distribution, over key consumer industries where the goal is to make you pay a premium.
Congratulations to whomever picked the song for this post. Like, the music, the rhythm of the music is really matching the vibe that we're going for in here.
For shittier products. So if private equity takes over EA, they'll open the floodgates for the rest of gaming. Imagine if all gaming from all studios pumped out the same garbage as EA does. That's the future if we let this happen. So on June 13th, the Players Alliance is headed to Orlando to rally outside of EA's offices. We're holding a funeral to mourn what could be lost. Studios, jobs, creativity, and the soul of gaming their greed is putting on the chopping block. Join us so gaming may never actually die.
They just love it. I mean, at this point, it's clear nobody's watching the Drama House because we've tried giving them some pointers. But we are doing, once again, another initiative that has no clear anything. Like, what's the objective here? Because this person just said, come to the funeral so that we can mourn what this could be. What gaming could have been, but also prevent this from happening to other gaming companies. Why are you doing this? I mean, EA is probably gonna be like, we don't care that these guys are going, just lock the doors. You don't even need the freaking barriers. Like, Players Alliance is staging a funeral outside of EA's Orlando's office to mourn the studio's jobs, last slivers of affordability and creative freedom we stand to lose if the private equity takeover of EA is approved. So you are staging a funeral so that you can mourn the studios that could be lost if the buyout goes through. So in the spirit of this initiative, which, I mean, maybe it's just my assumption, but a funeral in general, like, is known as the end of something, right? Like, funerals are not a celebration for you to figure out what happens next. They're the end of something. So we are staging a funeral for EA so that we can mourn what we could be losing because we're still not admitting that we are losing it. And how are we doing a funeral? Like, I can't. I don't know if my nervous system can handle this. We're hosting a funeral while we're not, well, we're also actively taking credit from the people that are like, you know what you gotta do if you don't endorse the behavior of a company, you need to stop giving them money, you need to boycott. So we are like really demonizing that side of the activism, but then we're doing funerals for hypothetical things because we refuse to see the truth. And also, in my opinion, save our own ass, because like this we can say no, but we knew that, you know, the buyout was gonna go through, and so we hosted a funeral. Ugh. And people are like, let's go, block the buyout. Zephyrin is there saying, woo. You're not seeing her comment because I'm on top of it, but she is. This comment over here says, woohoo. Woohoo what? What is there to woohoo?
EA is hereby accused of killing the vibe by selling out to Saudi Arabia's public investment fund and Jared Kushner.
Ladies and gentlemen of the show, you're going to hear a lot of things about corporations and buyouts today, and you're going to hear a lot of naysayers today talking about how it's bad to be owned by a private company.
If EA dies, does the creator code still work? Asking for a protester.
Ooh, girl.
Floored. That you can host my funeral. See, that should be really a fair question that people should be asking Zephyrin in her live chat. I am floored, honey. And I don't even know what we were watching, by the way. What is this? Hashtag EA, corporate greed, private equity, block the EA deal, guilty as suck.
But I will remind you that all the games that you love so much, that all the childhood moments you agree, those came when EA was private.
Attorney Slayer, you are here to present evidence on how you are not selling out, how EA is not selling out as a whole. What do you bring to the table?
Bring the United States Constitution, the right of every American to buy and sell their goods and services as anyone may see fit. It's the right of every American to sell their business and their goods. We have elected to sell our business. It is completely legal. I'm sorry you don't like it. I'm sorry you don't like who it's being sold to. But that does not make it our problem or any business of yours.
I'm the judge. It's my business.
EA is hereby accused of killing the vibe by selling out to...
I don't know what this is. I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was clicking.
EA wants gamers to pay for its own funeral. If this $55 billion buyout goes through, EA will take on $20 billion in debt from a deal that gamers will ultimately pay for through price hikes, predatory monetization, and AI-driven layoffs, and corporate decisions that make games worse while executives and investors cash out. If private equity gets away with turning EA into a debt-loaded cash machine, the rest of the industry will learn exactly how far they can go in doing the same thing. If we don't fight back, this is the death of the industry as we know it today. So we're holding a funeral for gaming in Orlando to mourn the studios, jobs and creativity, and the overall soul of gaming that corporate greed is putting on the chopping block. We are coming together because gaming is worth fighting for. And because the people pushing the deal need to know that gamers are not going to sit quietly while they sell off the future of our industry. Gaming isn't dead, not just yet. That's why we're fighting this. On June 13th, in Orlando, you guys can come out and be a part of the protest and fight alongside of us and join the Players Alliance and fight for a better future in gaming.
But so if gaming isn't dead, why are you hosting a funeral?
Jesus.
Nothing, the buyout is not happening. Gaming isn't dead. Anyways, come to the funeral. So who is the funeral for? But so, yeah, exactly. So in theory, you have to do all of these things, sign up for their funeral, join their Discord, do all of the stuff. Because did you know that if you simply stopped giving money to EA, that will make you so freaking lazy? Like, what do you want to do? Just sit on your ass and not buy? That's not enough. Who's cosplaying if you just do that? There's a Reddit? I didn't want to know this. Not in today's episode, honey. Okay, so they have different types of content. Okay. Stop killing him. They just keep talking about stop killing games and their progress. Yeah. Yeah, stop killing games is actually following the existing pathways that are already in place to get their message heard. And they have a different timeline because they don't have a deadline like, in theory, the EA protesters have, right? Gamers are coming together to mourn the studio's jobs and gamer first experience being sacrificed to private equity. Okay, this doesn't mean like literally anything. I don't understand the meaning of this. This is building off the EA raid in California in May. Look, I don't know what was the intention behind this specific highlighted comment, but you know what? Yeah, I agree. The new owner said they can get fucked. How about that? Apparently they haven't figured out that something needs to be dead to have one. It seems so. Yeah, the big raid. The big raid. Alright. Keep fighting. Block the deal. Let's go. Block the deal. Block the deal. Block the deal. Block the deal. Alright, because this is what they... they need to type this so they can get the thing to RSVP. I'm like, wow, so original. But no. Okay. Oh my god, is this the host?
Hark upon my words, my sloppity pipers. On May 11th, Players Alliance are going to show up and shout at the EA headquarters in Redwood City to deliver our petition of over 70,000 signatures demanding regulators block the EA buyouts. We are not going to show up quietly. This is going to be a phenomenal spectacle. Gamers are coming in cosplay. We're bringing a 50-foot petition scroll that we will unfurl upon the Madden field at EA's main campus. We are making noise, getting footage, but we will need your help in getting it out into the world and showing these private equity bros that gamers are going to fight the buyout of this deal.
Oh, and you sure did that, honey. If there's calm down. If there's anything you did on that day was showing these private equity guys. Okay. Okay. All right. So I guess we cannot miss this. I don't know how they're going. Like, instead of giving me the RSVP, can you give me the link so I can already save it? Because you guys, we're gonna need to watch this together. You don't need to RSVP because I'm already putting you on the list. You are absolutely VIPs here at the Drama House, of course, my partners. Hey, my VIPs, you are all on the list. You gotta show up. We're gonna watch all of this. Fight the buyout by buying new packs. Fight the buyout with my code in bio. Fight the buyout so I can get 5% off you can get 5% off and I get 5% off of you on your next purchase. How about that? When she finally got a chance to speak, she said, "We're protesting the cost of DLCs." And don't you dare bring up, as you call her performative, honey, don't you dare bring up boycotting, because that's just lazy. So keep your lazy shit for yourselves, okay? They know us. They know that we just want to, sit on our ass, do nothing, give nobody no money, vote with our wallet, and be like, there you go. They're not seeing 1 cent from me. That's laziness in a nutshell. That's the description of laziness. Creator code hypocrite. So this is happening on Saturday. Il funerale. It's happening on Saturday. My idea was, of course, for us to watch it together on Thursday. Do you think you're gonna be able to hold it until Thursday, or are you gonna be in need of like a special extra episodes where we watch this? Creator code EA shill. I want to know. Nico is saying a special. I will forget about it tomorrow morning. I'll let you know, baby, on Discord. You don't have to worry about anything, princess. So special episode could definitely be an option because there's quite some time between when this happens and when we happen. Although we are happening every day. That is true. It's a perfect timing with Scary Movie. Okay, but I wanted us to actually use the fact that I want us to be covering this initiative together, reacting to it together, to bring up some fun things relating to plans for the summer. Okay, because believe it or not, you guys. Oh, what am I doing? Believe it or not, you guys, this is our 19th Drama House Talk episode, which is like crazy. I'm so proud of us. 19 episodes, which means that next week is going to be our 20th. And I don't know if you remember, but I was saying that probably after the 20th episode, I wanted to take a little summer break with our talks, which is in fact what I want to do. So I was thinking, my initial idea was, you know, on next Thursday, we can have our last episode before the summer thing, which doesn't mean that I'm not going to be streaming. I just want to take a little break from having the talks on Thursday, and then, you know, probably stream gameplay, or if there are like things that I really want us to discuss together, just call for a live stream and let you guys know, and see if you can, of course, come and watch it on that specific day. But I just wanted to like get to 20, you know, reassess, see how these 20 episodes went, and then decide how we're going to kind of continue it. I was mentioning maybe have like some special like summer thing with the talks, maybe doing it once per month, so like once in June, once in July, once in August. That could be fun too. But I was thinking that maybe being the last episode before like summer, however you want to call it, maybe next Thursday we could be covering the funeral and kind of go out with a bang, literally. So I wanted to give you this little update. They will all be wearing black. Oh my god, at the funeral. So will I. This is actually, no, this is not all black. It has some red thingies over here. But I was actually thinking about an outfit that is all black. I will be in theme, 100%. So regardless of when we react to the funeral, next week it's going to be definitely special, because it's going to be our 20th. So I want us to celebrate, again, whether we react to this on Thursday or not. I want us to celebrate. I hope you guys will show up. We'll have some fun. And then again, we will do gameplay live stream, of course. I will see if maybe it's doable to do once per month, like a talks kind of like this. And then like kick it in for, you know, September onwards, and continue meeting like this, because personally I've been having a great time. I just think that also in the summer maybe some things are a bit slower paced, and so I can also focus maybe more time in regular videos, more deep dives, or even just like more gameplay live streams, you know. Oh, anti-classes, Dolly. Thank you so much for your support and for staying until this time. I really appreciate it. Thank you, babes. Good night. Okay, we got 44 votes in our poll, you guys. But we're not done yet. Now that I've given you this communication, I'm sorry, my own neurodivergence makes it mandatory for me having to tell you what I've been thinking to, you know, plan or whatever. It is what it is. But we're not done yet. Don't close this stream. Don't tell me enough lady drama for today. Because, and we were talking about this on Discord, and by the way, you guys, 90 of us on Discord, so we have 10 seats available in the OG Drama Friends crew. For the first 100 on Discord, I am so proud of us. But as I was saying before, going away with a bang, for tonight, let's go away with a bang. And I want us to watch together this upcoming game trailer. That I have not watched, by the way, just yet. So join me. I'm curious. Oh my god, I hope they're not going. Let me see if they have music. These trailers always have some music. Yeah, it's all music. Okay. Barbie Rewind. Wait, what? I did not understand that this is what it was. You guys, what? My brain is twitching right now. Is Mattel watching the Drama House? Because they're doing what we've been doing. So hold on. An upcoming game where you can decorate the Barbie Dream House and unlock iconic playset items. Barbie Rewind also features classic Barbie games you can play, including Barbie from '91, Barbie Horse Adventure Blue Ribbon Race, which we played here at the Drama House, baby. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Real VIPs. Okay. The Barbie Diaries, High School Mystery, Barbie Race and Ride, and more. I guess you can play all the games that Mattel actually still owns the license for. You see how they're missing? I mean, this is probably interesting just to me. But I actually did a deep dive some time ago on the channel about the evolution and history of Barbie video games. Because I was very interested in how they kind of opened a space that was canonically for girls in the gaming space. So I actually enjoyed a lot making that that deep dive, but I found out how they were doing the licensing deals, how they started from something done in-house to then move to licensing deals with companies like Activision, for example. And so certain games, I guess the ones that were owned by Activision, are not here. Let me see them again. I am so sorry. I didn't even understand that this is what they were gonna do with this game. Because this part is okay, whatever, decorating. But then you're telling me they're loading all of these other old games. So. Did you find my game collection? Please play everything. There is no Barbie mystery, I think. I've always wanted to play Supermodel from '93 though. Super Sports, this must have been for PlayStation. Pet Rescue 2001, these are for Game Boy. Barbie, oh my god, what do you think of this?
Jesus.
I know, it's crazy. Where are the comments? Not enough competition with Oppenheimer. Now they challenge GTA. The only game brave enough to drop in the same window as GTA 6. Yes, yes, we will all be skipping GTA 6 to play Barbie Rewind. Oh, really? Oh, hold on. I'm interested in this tier. Cherry Bombard is saying Supermodel sucks, to be honest. Played it on an emulator on my phone and like, ooh. I'm curious. It was not, like, not fun. I don't think I've ever, I never played that. I think that majority of the games that I played back then and now for the funsies are not even in this collection. Barbie Rewind. Oh, Barbie Rewind. How can I see what's in it? Barbie has also left you her game collection of 16 Barbie video games from 91 through 2007. And the never before released game Barbie Vacation Adventure, playthrough collection to complete additional quests, blah blah blah. Plenty of familiar friends can. Not can. Painfully repetitive. Okay. Okay, I see. Looks like mostly console games. 16 classics. Now the Steam curators are like, fuck these woke games. There are no men. And if you want to play like a man, the only option is Ken, and he's stupid. I think I saw images of this when I was doing some research when we were playing the Barbie games, deciding what to get next. Race and Ride. Oh, what a gorgeous screenshot. Because of course, you know, these companies, let me see, who's the publisher here? Is Mattel directly involved? No, developer, Digital Eclipse. It's published by Atari. Okay. No way in hell that they would ever remaster shit. Vacation Adventure. This beauty is the unreleased, by the way. I mean, I love this. This is giving absolute vibes. It is. But then I'm like, Barbie, what happened to you?
Jesus.
Yeah, True Fuck is saying all console games, none of the PC. And Greg is saying Activision must own the PC ones. I believe so. And it's either that Activision still owns the license for those, or all of that completely decayed, because I assume that whatever division in Activision was taking care of the Barbie games, they completely got erased, especially considering all the different mergers that Activision went through after publishing the Barbie games. So maybe they could be in those like state of nobody can license it really. It's simply just lost media, because none of these companies, I think, is dedicated enough to kind of go and get them back. But you know, the PC games were something else. You've seen me playing some of them, and there are so many more. I mean, no shame to console. Look at this Barbie with her flip phone. Girl, stop. As if you don't have an iPhone 70,100. No, but it's because there's the Barbie phone, right? That flip phone thing that they had done when the movie came out. Oh yes, Cherry Bonbon, please do share these links on Discord. I would love it. Our links queen, baby. Well, so you guys, by then, I guess we shall decide if we want to celebrate in the month of November 2026. You need to make sure you're tuned in the Drama House, because on Discord we're already talking about playing GTA 6, and we were also talking about the release of Barbie, right? And just before we went live, this trailer appeared, and I was like, okay, we gotta watch it together because I'm curious. No, I was wondering if they were going to tell me the price. 12th of November. Okay. But yeah, I doubt they're gonna put... Barbie Horse Adventure Mystery Ride. Does this collection include this game PC version? Yeah, I have a feeling none of the PC games will be in the collection. I was hoping for the PC version of Secret Agent Barbie. Honey, how about Barbie Detective and the Mystery of the Carnival Caper? How about that? Yeah, but it's not saying any pricing, I believe. No. I'm sorry, I'm just confused because Steam is appearing in this like weird layout, but no, I see no pricing. They're probably... Do you know the Barbie, the horse, whatever game that I did do a review for the channel? I think that on release it was something crazy like 45 fucking euros. Like it was priced completely insanely, and I bet that because this is also an Atari release or whatever, they're gonna be like pricing this high. Watch them price them higher than they should. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. Also, let's see if both Barbie Rewind and GTA 6 are actually coming out in November 2026. You know? Oh my god, you guys, I cannot believe we've been yapping this whole time. We're almost 3 hours. We're reaching the end, and we still have 44 votes in the poll. You have to be kidding me. We had 44 right before. Have you voted on the poll? On the poll.
The girl them skill out chip. Shana Paul.
Shana Paul. Vote on the poll because it's almost over. I mean, I get it if you're still here, but you have already voted. Just FYI, the poll is almost ending. I'm curious to see, just for the lols, this was, the poll itself was kind of unserious. But I think I'm seeing the percentage already. Ooh, 45 votes. Ugh. I love it. During the live stream, I manifest and you guys make it happen. I mean, I just feel so blessed. Thank you, 45th vote. You are magic. You are magic, honey. Never forget. Okay, so I was being messy and I asked you, baby, what team? And you had to pick between Paralives Inzoi and The Sims 4. Ending the poll right now, baby. Thank you so much for getting your vote in. Ooh, Inzoi. She's at the bottom of the ranking. Paralives is definitely in the majority with 71% of you guys voting for Paralives, 20% said The Sims 4, and Inzoi got 9%. So Paralives staying on top for today, for June the 11th, here at the Drama House. Thank you for voting. She was messy. She was a messy poll, but sometimes we have more serious polls. Sometimes we have, polls of actions. Like it happened last episode when I asked you if you wanted the triggering stuff first or the fun stuff first. And you guys went for the triggering because you are tough bitches. And I love it about you. And today it was just a little bit messy, but thank you for voting. So Inzoi is the bottom. Got it. Add that to the weird Reddit rant. Adding it to the analogy with partners in real life as gaming companies somehow. I think I'm going to to dream about this today. Don't let Sims Creator 777 find out. He'll write a book about it. Those were some pretty long posts. That's true. That's a good call. This is why we have the best mod in the world. True Falco, here it's already June the 12th. Is it your birthday already? On this side of the planet, it's already June the 12th. Let me know so we can actually celebrate you. Is it your birthday already, True Falco? Six hours? Okay, so for us, we are already in your birthday, right? We are in the future, baby. Yeah, there it's 1 a.m. Here is midnight. It's already your birthday. Happy birthday, True Falco, from Portugal. It's your Portuguese birthday and your Italian birthday. There you go. So you celebrated with us, I always do this with friends in different time zones. I'm like, it's your birthday here already. So there you go. There you go. Happy we celebrated it together. And also, since we're here, you guys, you gotta do this. You have to join our Discord server right now. Do it, do it, do it. Do it, do it, do it. I'm not gonna pin the link, I think. I'm going to share it on Twitch as well. Please do join us. We have 10 spots available, meaning after we reach 100, of course you can join. But the first 100, they get the special role, OG Drama House friend. So we know you are part of the OGs. You are a Drama House partner from the beginning. But if you join later, I have a tag for you, honey, and it's also very beautiful. So I hope I'll see you there. I like to keep you up to date with the tea, some spoilers about upcoming stuff, random discussion. It's a wonderful community. We're growing together. Oh, not growing together, honey. What am I saying?
Ooh, girl.
The community is growing together. We are growing together with the community. I mean, hello, you got it. It's fantastic, and I'm so proud of us. And don't miss, next week, baby, is going to be the 20th Drama House Talk episode. So you have to join, because then I don't know how long until we talk again. Right? So you have to join. You just have to. Yes. Okay, smash that like button if you haven't yet. I'm going to go and think about you guys and think about all of these Reddit threads that we've been through today together. It was pretty fun. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Turn the notifications on. And I mean, join me again on Monday, on Thursday, any other day of the week if we go live. And if not, I will see you in the comment section of the upcoming videos. Don't forget, a little review of family gameplay dropping soon on Paralives. So don't check it out. Don't check it out. Oh my god, I need to go to sleep. Do check it out. Barbie, let's go.
Jesus.
It's time for us to go. Thank you, beauties. Stay gorgeous, stay fabulous, and let's keep on doing it. Don't spend any money. Let's keep boycotting EA. You lazy partners, let's do it. Bye, you guys. Thank you.